welcome back to Bit by Bit. I'm Jess. I'm here with Janet.
Hey guys.
And we're going to be talking today about the EA conference for E3 2017. So there were a few really interesting things happening for this conference, although maybe not quite as much crazy stuff as with some of the other things, other conferences we might see. EA kind of has like a smaller lineup generally, which is fine. So they had some stuff for Madden, FIFA, Need For Speed, EA Originals, Star Wars, Battlefront 2. We're going to dig into that really fast. I don't know about you, Janet, but for me, one of the things I was most excited about for the EA conference was Need For Speed Payback. I don't know if everyone knows this about me, but I actually was really into Need For Speed. This one Need For Speed game, which I don't even remember the name of it. It was on the original Xbox.
Okay.
And I was super into it for a while, and I just loved the hell out of it. And I kind of want to get back into Need For Speed, even though I haven't played any of the titles since then. And this seems like a good one for me because Need For Speed Payback has one of the main characters named Jess, and it's set in Las Vegas, which is where I'm from. So I'm like, all right, let's go. It's time to go.
You didn't have to go in to do the character creator.
No, exactly. I'll be like, I'm just Jess. I'm from Las Vegas. Haha. Be perfect.
Looks like there were a couple I pulled up the Xbox ones.
It was Need For Speed. It might have been Hot Pursuit 2. I'm not sure. Yeah. There's a lot of Need For Speed games, but basically this one looks really good to me. Really actiony. And very Fast and Furious, like you said. Literally one of the scenes in the trailer looks exactly like one of the scenes from the movie, where there's getting on top of the car and hold it steady, and then jumping out of a semi-truck and whatever, which is completely over the top and not at all what I value in my movies, but I might enjoy it in a video game because it's a little bit different. So I'm looking forward to getting back into Need For Speed.
Yeah, so for me with Need For Speed, I also have a fondness for it. For one game specifically that I also can't remember. I'm also looking that up right now. I want to say it was Need For Speed Underground for the PS2 was the one that I was into.
Underground sounds like maybe what I was into. Maybe we both had it on different consoles.
Yeah, and I think I might have played it on I'm trying to the PS3 is not backwards compatible, so I don't know, because I don't remember playing it on PS2, but I think I did, because I think it was Underground that I played, and that one's the PS2 one. So I was really into that one, I believe. I don't know why I can't remember. I think there's something to be said about the fact that I can't really remember details about this game, and that kind of brings me to my point of seeing Need For Speed. What's this new one called again? Payback. So, I don't know. I think I was okay with the trailer. I thought it was cool. After the cheesiness of the jumping onto a car from another car and then driving a car out of the back of that truck. After the cheesiness of that, once you were just driving, I'm like, ooh, that driving looks good, looks fun, smooth. I can maybe get into this. But here's something I kind of take issue with it and why I'm not. This is probably one of those games that I'm going to wait for reviews to kind of come out to see what are the highs and lows and what do I feel like I want to live with, because I've been really jonesing for some basic driving games. And when I say a basic driving game, I'm not saying it has to be as weird as Blur or even Fast RMX, which is kind of in the F-Zero vein. I want real cars. I'm down for that. But the thing I liked about older Need For Speed was that it felt very simplistic. Same thing with Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. I played the hell out of that. And I think, once again, don't remember the specifics of the title. And all I really remember about Need For Speed and Midnight Club were that it was adventure. Sometimes the cops were involved or whatever. But that was it. One thing I'm worried about with Need For Speed Payback is, sometimes I feel like these racing games are trying to, really push fine, but that's not what I want in a racing game.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not trying to have you be open world. I don't really that's low key just to Forza Horizon. I love it, but there's some complexities that get too complex, and I have a hard time navigating and enjoying the game because there's too much. They gave me so much to do that I'm I don't really end up doing anything, and then I just don't play it.
So for me, one of the things now I really wish. I know it sounds really bad, but I played this game when I was a lot younger. I was 10, or 9 or 10. So I don't feel that bad. I don't remember the name of it, but
yeah,
off the top of my head. But the game that I played was a little bit more open world, and you could you dipped into workshops and got details.
Yeah, but it wasn't, to me. It wasn't
open world.
It was, but it wasn't
wasn't
It was
massive.
an older open world. And I feel like modern open world is a lot more...
It was a very contained open world.
Old school GTA open world, where it's like, it's open, but it's not as open as we're capable of now.
No, definitely. But I don't know how expansive the world is for Need for Speed Payback. I'm okay with there being some general storyline. For me, what I'm interested in is being able to drive around, get into trouble, get kind of good at maneuvering things, be able to race other people, and then, or like have something that's sort of like the skill set that I put towards something else. And then I'm really interested in being able to do that. But at the same time, Need for Speed Payback also has a really interesting mechanic where they're having, you can like fix up old cars. So you can take a scrapper and you can turn it into, over time with upgrades and things, into this beautiful, amazing car. And I love that idea. And so I'm just looking for something that's reminiscent of that game that I played when I was a kid, and I feel like this is going to get kind of close to it, unsurprisingly, because it's Need for Speed, just like the other one was.
I'm hoping so. I also hope there's local play. That's been an issue with, and I hope it's like not anything too weird, because I know, like, I think it was it Rivals, that there was one Need for Speed game that you could literally only play online.
I don't know. I don't really follow the series.
It might have been Rivals, but once again, also all the names, everything just blurs together. But I know that was recently an issue, and the only reason I remember that is because I worked at a GameStop, and I had to tell that to people that were buying it, like, hey, do you have online? Because if you don't, you can't play the game, which is a crummy thing to have in your game. So I guess,
Overwatch is like that.
Yes, but that's kind of how MMOs are. Like that's very weird for a racing game. Like to only have on, like it's not like industry standard, so it's very weird.
But actually,
and also you need like other people to play. Like I shouldn't need someone else to play a Need for Speed game. Like literally, like I can't play Overwatch alone because there's no other
to fight against
people to fight with. You know, it's like I can't. Well, actually, Platoon you can't play alone, but like I can get why some games like that would only be online, but like a game like Need for Speed, I'm like, why do I need to?
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I mean?
I don't. For me, I don't ever want to play with anyone else. I don't want to have a local co-op. I don't care about it at all. I just want to have this world where I drive around and do crazy shit.
I really need to throw in one of these days. I need to throw in that clip, Jess, in one of our videos, such our podcast of Logic saying, I don't F with anybody. No, I don't mess with anybody. I just stay at home. It's just me. I don't go outside. I barely go to the store like that, because literally whatever that comes up, you always bring it up, and it's so funny. But yeah, so so you're excited about it. I have reservations.
Okay, so. Yeah, great. So another one that I thought was pretty interesting was an EA original. It's from the same team that made Brothers: Tale of Two Sons, which I heard was really good, but I haven't played yet. But this one is called A Way Out, and it is about like a prison break, and it's like a couch co-op. So, well, you can also play online, but it's kind of, sort of promoted as a couch co-op. So Janet and I were playing this game together. She plays as one of the characters, and I play as the other character, and we sort of have to cooperate to get through certain scenarios. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of like a split screen, and so like as my character's doing one thing, her character's doing another thing, and we sort of figure stuff out. And I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited because I love couch co-ops. I know that sounds counterintuitive to what I just said, but I don't want to race with other people. But I do want to break out of prison with other people. So it's just,
but only in real life. So you like to play games, but not online with people, basically, with strangers.
Yes.
More, I think.
But even on a racing game, I don't want to play with my brother or someone on the couch. No, I want to play it alone.
Oh, well.
Forever. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, the couch co-op I'm very excited for. I find games that are supposed to be like co-op-y, I find them much more enjoyable when I have someone that I like. I'm actually sitting next to that I can talk to and cooperate with and play. So it's gonna be great. I don't know. What did you think of the game?
It looked fine. I think I'm more excited about it simply because everyone else is excited about it. So I'm kind of down and jump on board with that. Yeah, because it looked all right. But But I've been hearing about it a lot from everyone. Everyone's really into it. So I'm maybe there's something I should be excited. Well, I think it's almost one of those things where you're maybe there's something I should be excited about.
It's very different. You know what I mean? Yeah. Normally, you don't have something where you have two things happening simultaneously that you both need to be doing, meeting your requirements in order to get something done. Also, you can do things a different way if you want to. So it's problem solving in a really dynamic fashion.
Yeah,
that you need cooperation to do. I feel like that's never really happened before for me in a video game.
Yeah, I don't think so for me either. I guess I'm intrigued on how that will actually play out. And one thing that was interesting is as I was watching the trailer for it is that I don't know, because it's there's this gameplay that's cooperative. So is it split screen the whole time? Because I feel like in the trailer they sometimes showed stuff that was in one screen.
I think that was cinematic.
Okay, so that's cinematic. Okay, cool. So
The gameplay is
split screen. The gameplay split screen, but the cutscenes are not. That also kind of felt like I feel like that might be a little weird to just jump in between. I think it depends on how many cutscenes they have.
Probably won't have that many cutscenes.
Yeah, it'll depend on that because that can be like a little weird, like the way it like flows. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of interested in it. I actually really love couch co-op. It's my favorite way to play any game. But yeah, I don't know. It just didn't like. I don't know. I guess I'm muted on this EA conference a little bit. I guess it didn't like show me anything that got me super excited about it. I'm intrigued by the idea, but I wasn't like enamored by it yet. That being said, I'm still interested to play it. I think I'm waiting to hear more because I want to be excited about it because literally everyone else is excited and I'm like, I'm ready to be excited, but it didn't really do it for me. And I wish I could kind of articulate why. I think it's because not a whole lot of either thing was shown. Like I didn't see a lot of gameplay. And I also didn't get a lot of, like, the narrative of it, so I've kind of got, like, half of each, and I'm, like, not completely sure, like, what I'm supposed to be feeling, so I'm just kind of like, okay. And that's kind of where I'm at.
You're really tearing down all my dreams here, Janet.
Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't, I don't know. Maybe it's because I, like, make my own couch co-op so much that I just stopped caring. I don't know, because I've been, like, once again, bringing it back to Uncharted, like, I've been playing that co-op, even though it's not a co-op game, just passing the controller, and, like, I have other games that I play co-op that are, like, co-op if you want them to be or not, like, you know, Yoshi's Woolly World, Super Mario 3D World. We played Resident Evil together. I guess maybe I'm like, I can do that myself, so I love that you did it for me because I like that, but I'm also like, no, that I can't do myself, but like, I don't know, it just wasn't that exciting to me. I think once I see like what the puzzles turn out to be and like how interesting those will be, it could be more fun because I really enjoyed playing like Portal co-op, which is like a, you know, I think that was, like, later on added as DLC, and that was, like, solving puzzles together, and that was really fun. So I think a game like this, I need to experience the fun. I can't just see it and you tell me it's fun, and it seems cool on paper and, like, on screen, but, like, until I'm in it, in the thick of it, I won't know, like, how amazing it is.
I feel like this is going to be one of those things, personally. I feel like it's going to be one of those things where we come back later, we do our reflections video, like we did last time, we did this year, we did reflections of 2016. To be excited about it. No, it's fine. I just feel like later, you're going to be like, watching this video again, like a year from now, and you're going to be like, what? This is ridiculous. This game is great.
I'm not going to lie.
It's just one girl's opinion.
I know. I think I'm also, like, a little not as excited because, like, you were mentioning, like, oh, you're going to play with Catherine, it's going to be great. Like, it's kind of more of a puzzle game, and, like, the person I'm in the game with is my brother, and he usually doesn't like puzzle games that much, so I think it's gonna not be.
It's not that. I don't think it's gonna be that puzzly though. I wouldn't describe it as a puzzle game. That's what I'm saying. It's more of an action RPG with puzzle aspects.
Yeah, but usually when puzzles are involved, like I just do most of it, so I feel like it's gonna be like not as balanced of an experience if I like play with my brother, and I can play it online too, presumably. So that could be fun, but like I don't know. I'm just, like, not that excited.
Well, you know, Janet, let's go to what are you excited about for EA?
What am I excited for EA? A little game known as FIFA 18 is what I'm excited about for EA. Though, I honestly wasn't that excited by, like, the things they showed, because there are things that what I like about, which is, once again, sounds counterintuitive, I think, to what I just said, what I like about FIFA is playing it, like, you know, couch versus style. Like, I don't play in the campaign, I don't play online, I just play against my brother and anyone that will go up against me, which is almost no one else, because other than Mauricio, our friend, who will sometimes play with me if he's here, but, like, no one else plays FIFA with me because, like, I'm pretty good at FIFA and no one else wants to, like, play, and I've tried playing with people online before, like a friend online, and they, like, rage quit on me. That's why, Peter, I'm calling you out on this podcast, like, what the hell? Yeah, so it's just me and my brother playing FIFA, and, but what I like to play is the versus thing. They didn't really talk about, like, the intricacies of what the differences between 17 and 18. They just focused on, like, the journey, which is the story mode.
Which makes sense for E3, I think.
Yeah, like, yeah. I don't think it would make sense for them to, like, talk about the things that, like, FIFA nerds are going to be interested in, because only FIFA nerds are interested in that, and everyone else is going to laugh and think it's silly if you talk about, like, what they changed in the corner kick setup, even though that's, like, super interesting and important, and that's, like, the big differences. But,
yeah.
Other than that, like, which I'm always excited about that game. I'm going to buy that game twice, once for my Xbox, once for Switch. So looking forward to that, seeing how that pans out.
It's excessive.
But other than that, yeah, I'm not, Yeah, I'm not really interested in anything from the EA conference.
It's okay. I'm interested enough for both of us because I'm super excited for Need for Speed. I'm super excited for Way Out, and I'm actually considering getting Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is surprising to me because I used to play Battlefront when I was younger. I'd only really played it with my brother. It was a game he liked a lot more than I liked, so I was kind of like, with it, but we enjoyed it.
When I saw your boyfriend in there, I was like, this is Jess's game.
Oh, who? You mean
Kylo Ren?
Kylo Ren?
Yeah, he's gonna get it in there.
I don't mind that he's in there or not. Normally, I like Star Wars. Like when I think of like a perfect Star Wars game, it's like a generic RPG that doesn't involve the main characters at all. But I'm actually interested in the storyline they have in Star Wars Battlefront because it is a exclusive storyline that is actually in the universe of the movies, the current movies. And it's only going to be in this game, right? And it's actually it's like an official part of it. So you'll get access to the storyline that kind of makes connections for you in the movie universe. And for me, when it comes to Star Wars, I'm way more of like a movie Star Wars fan than I am any other kind of Star Wars fan. I love the movies. So I'm not always all over the games. I'm not always all over the books or anything. I'm about the movies. And so, but this game looks good, and it's going to give me an extra storyline.
So is this game going to be like the Rogue One of games, where it's like part of the universe, part of the story, but you don't need it. Kind of, it just like, but it informs your understanding.
Said it was like Rogue One.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
In E3, I don't know if you remember that, but
yeah.
So that was really interesting to me. But also, it seems like they have a lot of stuff that they've been working on. A lot of people called them out for the Star Wars Battlefront 1 having certain issues, and so now they're going to be sort of working on some of those, and that's one of the reasons why they're adding in the story element and some other like features of the games. They're also bringing in Finn because specifically, I think because John Boyega, is that how you say his name?
I think so.
He went on Twitter after he's a big Star Wars Battlefront fan, and he went on Twitter like after the first one came out, and he was like, "No. What's going on?" basically, and everyone was like retweeting, the crap out of it, and they showed this Twitter stream in the conference, and so they had his comment and all the retweets and everyone else's comments on his tweet. It was like overwhelming, and then they had him come on and talking about it, and I just love that, So when he was on there, I was like, yes, and Finn will be in the game, and of course he had his English accent, which is like really weird because we're used to hearing him,
right? Because it's not like the character Finn.
His American accent is really good. Anyway, so he, just him talking about that was very interesting, and I love how invested he is in this. I love that he's part of the gamer community too. So so I think I might pick it up. I might. I used to enjoy it a bit when I was younger, and I didn't really care to pick up the first, reboot of it because I was like, but I might.
I've never played any Star Wars game. At what point do you feel like, for other people like me that are listening or watching this, like, when, if ever, should we like jump into that? And like, what's your advice for like a non-Star, like a gamer that likes Star Wars but has never like touched a Star Wars game? Like, is it like you have to be in on it, like, and then
I'm not the
whatever,
best
or
person
like
to give that advice, mostly because I don't play all the Star Wars games. I love Star Wars Knights of the Republic. It's BioWare iteration, but it's not connected to the main storyline at all. You're like a completely separate character and whatever, and it's very, very fun. Excellent game. 2 games. Different character in each. And then the only other Star Wars games I've played like a couple, like a Knight or Jedi Knight Academy or whatever it was called, which I thought was mediocre. And then I played Battlefront. And I'd say with Battlefront, you don't need to have any background. I mean, especially because Battlefront is it's all just like expansion on the actual universe that so it's just, it's kind of like, but you're fighting as like as a trooper or as a whatever, and like I don't know really how the campaign works in the older games because my brother and I always played with the Galactic Conquest version, which was a lot of fun. But basically, you have like a specific type of unit that you are, and you run around. You have different guns or whatever, and you capture bases in Galactic Conquest, and you have to like kill a certain number of enemies, and sometimes you can, if you get enough points, you can be a Jedi for a little bit until you run out of time, and so you can like run in there as Darth Maul and just like screw everything up, and you're like everyone else is like shooting you, and you're just like, killing everyone. It's great. So I don't know that you need to have any background from the other video games. The Star Wars video game universe is completely disconjointed, and most of them are not connected in any way whatsoever, especially because there's so many Star Wars games, and so many of them are made by completely different developers. They're not like all under one umbrella at all.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like one of
my
the
advice
is
to Google it, because I have to Google it myself as well if I want to get into it. I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm just going through life,
Sounds good. I don't know. I might jump in on this, but I'm not really sure because I've never played any of the Star Wars games.
Yeah, I don't know.
It seems like it could be fun. Star Wars good, shooting things good. Seems like it could be an alright buy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll pick that one up.
Awesome. So do we have anything else to talk about with EA? It was a lot,
No,
not less content than some of the other conferences, but that's okay.
I think that's about it. I'm really, I'm so sorry that there's something I'm excited about. If they had mentioned, I was waiting for, that Unravel 2 to drop or something, but...
no. But,
yeah, no.
Unravel is free to play this week with EA Access.
So there's that. But,
with a number of other titles.
I have nothing to look forward to. Sorry that we were looking at the Chrome. We have Chromecast up, and it shows random, just generic images, and it's just a giant bird.
I looked up, and there's this huge bird in my face.
But yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm not interested in anything. I'm very excited about FIFA 18, as I always am. Yep, that's my life. So
okay. Well, thank you guys for tuning in for this. Strange, coverage, and where we talk about, just sort of disinterest overall, and I'm always arguing with you about what you should and shouldn't like. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, thanks for listening on the podcast. Make sure to give us a thumbs up on the video and to subscribe. Also, share our videos around if you feel like people might like listening to us. We appreciate that.
Yeah, and if you're listening to the podcast version, be sure to, rate us on iTunes or whatever service you're listening through. And let us know in either our YouTube comments or on social media what things we should or shouldn't be excited for in terms of EA, what you guys thought about, was it A Way Out, right?
Yes.
A Way Out, if you're excited about that, what you look for in Couch Co-op, the last one you're really excited for, who you plan to play A Way Out with, and how you think that's going to go. And any other, excitements or lack of excitements you have towards EA Play, things you're glad are there, things you wish were there, and any of that stuff. So you can let us know, once again, in the comments or on social media. We are on Twitter, Instagram, and I think Pinterest as well at Bit Gaming, Facebook at Bit Gamers, or you can just type in Bit, and you can find literally everything we do all connected on our official website, which is bitgamers.com, and of course our YouTube, which is youtube.com/BitBit.
Alright guys, tune in for our other videos covering and podcast covering E3 2017, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.